Star Wars: The Clone Wars has a long and often unexpected history. Following a poorly received theatrical release, suggested by Star Wars creator George Lucas himself, the series premiered on Cartoon Network in 2008. An uncommon element of The Clone Wars was the fact episodes weren't necessarily released in chronological order, which is actually pretty emblematic of the Star Wars franchise. In fact, chronologically, the earliest episode of the series is actually episode 16 of Season 2. You can visit StarWars.com for the official chronological episode order, or you can watch my 10th anniversary tribute video. The Clone Wars ran for 5 seasons, becoming a ratings and critical success. However, the series was prematurely cancelled when Disney acquired Lucasfilm in 2012. A shorter 6th season, dubbed The Lost Missions, was released on Netflix in 2014. Later that year, Disney launched the new animated series, Star Wars Rebels, which served as a kind of spiritual successor to the Clone Wars, bringing back several fan-favourite characters whose stories had been cut short. Finally, at San Diego Comic-Con in 2018, it was announced that the Clone Wars would return for a 7th and final season, which premiered on Disney Plus in 2020. The Clone Wars was notably George Lucas's last substantial contribution to the Star Wars franchise. However, that distinction was almost held by another series. In November 2016, creative executive and member of the Lucasfilm Story Group, Pablo Hidalgo, revealed several pieces of behind-the-scenes information via Twitter, including plans for a potential spin-off. Like many animated series, episodes of the Clone Wars weren't necessarily produced in the same order in which they were eventually released. The way the production schedule worked meant that each year more episodes got made than the 22 required for the current season. These excess episodes would later be added to subsequent seasons. For example, An Old Friend, The Rise of Clovis, and Crisis at the Heart were actually produced alongside Season 4, but were released as part of Season 6. For Season 5, the episode count was reduced from 22 to 20. While planning out the season, Lucas felt that one particular arc had the potential to launch its own series aimed at younger viewers. The Young Jedi Arc consists of 4 episodes: The Gathering, A Test of Strength, Bound for Rescue, and A Necessary Bond, and focuses on 6 Jedi younglings.
Petro, Gnodi, Biff, Katuni, Zat, and Gunji.
These episodes were edited together into an 80-minute pilot, because of course that worked out so well the first time. This feature-length version was screened at Star Wars Celebration in 2012. Adults were only allowed to attend the screening if they were accompanied by a child. However, Lucas ultimately decided not to pursue the potential spin-off, and the arc was reinstated as part of the Clone Wars' 5th season. Unfortunately, the reasoning behind this decision remains unclear. However, it is worth noting that Lucas was already in the process of selling Lucasfilm, and by extension Star Wars, to Disney at the time. Despite being downgraded from a feature-length pilot to a regular arc, these 4 episodes are still notable for a number of reasons. The arc highlights the development of the Clone Wars' breakout character, Ahsoka Tano. When Ahsoka was first introduced, she was herself a naive youngling. However, over the course of 5 seasons, the character had grown considerably, to the point where these episodes see her take on the role of a teacher.
Remember, quiet your mind and concentrate. The design will become clear.
The Gathering features a rare flashback to before the Clone Wars, showing Plo Koon's discovery of the infant Ahsoka. The episode also features the first canon appearance of the planet Ilum, a world which, like the series itself, has an interesting history. The following episode, A Test of Strength, introduced David Tennant to the Star Wars universe, voicing the architect droid Huang.
But he's a droid. You expect us to learn from a droid?
Who said that? Many years I have been on this ship, teaching many a Jedi before you, and I will continue teaching many a Jedi after you. Call me what you want, but inside my memory banks, I contain a record of every lightsaber ever made, and the Jedi who fashioned them.
The last episode of the arc, A Necessary Bond, features the final appearance of General Grievous in the Clone Wars. The character was due to appear in the unfinished Crystal Crisis on Utapau arc. The story reels for these episodes were released online as part of the Clone Wars legacy. Grievous does make a silent cameo in the opening narration of the Season 7 episode, Old Friends Not Forgotten. The younglings themselves made 2 more appearances. In the Season 5 finale, The Wrong Jedi, and in a vision in the season's 6th episode, Destiny. Unfortunately, the latter does seem to indicate their eventual fate.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
At this point, I think it's highly unlikely that we'll ever see this proposed spin-off. That being said, we all thought the Clone Wars was gone forever until Disney announced the final season. If there's one thing Star Wars fans have come to learn, it's that nothing's ever really gone. The Clone Wars did eventually receive a proper spin-off. Star Wars The Bad Batch premiered on Disney Plus on May the 4th, 2021. 1 year to the day after the final episode of its parent show. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you wish we had gotten a Young Jedi series, or are you satisfied with the way things ended up? Either way, happy Star Wars Day, and may the 4th be with you. If you enjoyed this video, why not give it a like? Maybe share it with a friend, or an enemy. Either way, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to see more content here on Channel 73.